Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Midnight Mayhem. I am here with my two co-hosts, as usual.
I'm Bobby and I love horror.
Leaving the movies.
I'm Raymond. I forgot which direction that went. I was looking at you because I thought you were going to talk first.
I was like,
And then you were quiet, and I was like, what's happening?
It's because I don't know, man. Like
I was like, are you going to speak first?
usually you
He's done
speak
it
first.
before.
I know,
He was
yeah.
wrong each time. Oh, boy. I miss you guys.
Miss you. It's been a while.
Yeah, you know who else we miss?
Rest in peace.
Her. You know,
Everything I'm going to say is
we miss her.
inappropriate, so I'm not going to say nothing.
we miss her. Don't you just want to bring her back?
There it is.
Hey.
It's been a while since I've been wanting to do this one.
I know,
Since it
you
came
shut
out.
up about it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, we should do a Halloween episode. Like, oh, that's just to bring her back so I don't have to watch a movie
No. It was like, hey, guys, I watched this movie. Do you guys want to watch it? Like, oh, okay. I go watch it. And then one of us is like, I haven't seen it yet. We should watch the movie I've seen. And then that proceeded to be the way we watched movies for like the next 2 months.
That's
Yeah,
I didn't
that's-
see this
yeah,
movie.
exactly. They're like, hey, you saw it? I saw it. We should do an episode on it. Raymond, you should watch it.
He's like, but I seen this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we could do that, but I saw Until Dawn in theaters.
Or we could see Anna
Did
vs.
you see that in
Apocalypse
theaters?
2.
I did. It was
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I could see that from a mile away.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna
Until
be bad.
Dawn?
Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell was I thinking of?
I don't know.
Oh,
I wasn't
no, I'm
listening, to
thinking
be
From
fair.
Dusk Till Dawn. No, never
I
mind.
saw that.
No, that's great.
I was
All right.
3.
Enough of that tangent. Go, cousin. Lead us.
Well, you're making me feel bad now.
No, don't. I'm just being a brat.
Anyway, quick summary of the movie before we get into it. Andy and Piper land in a foster home with Laura, an eccentric ex-counselor, but danger brews when Andy meets Laura's son Oliver and uncovers the chilling past of her dead daughter.
Perfect.
This is a second movie directed by the Philippou brothers. Is that it? Philippou?
I don't know how to say their last name. I just know them as Raka Raka.
That was
Raka
what I was saying. I was
Raka.
like,
I'm
Raka
sorry,
Raka.
guys.
Raka
Yeah.
Raka, they're best known for their previous movie, Talk to Me, as well as their YouTube channel, Raka Raka.
Mhm.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, look at anything with Ronald is going to be fantastic.
Nah,
The movie
that-
stars Sally Hawkins, best known for her parts in Paddington 1 and 2. Also stars Billy Barratt, Sarah Wong, and Jonah Wren Phillips, who was in Sweet Tooth.
Are we allowed to gas up this movie, or what are we doing?
Do you want to guess up this movie?
Nah, I'm willing.
What's your rating?
Are we doing
I'll go
ratings?
first. I never go
Damn,
first.
okay.
I give it a solid 8. Solid 8.
I give it an 8.
I expect you again to not like. I thought you would be so about it, and I thought you would like now.
I liked it. I liked
I
it.
give it a 7.
7.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's,
Okay.
it's
Alright,
like
alright.
not a lot goes on in the movie for a good majority of it.
Yes,
But
but
it's
it's a
not like
different
a-
type of horror.
It's a different type of horror. It's more of a psychological.
Do you guys prefer this one over
No.
Talk to Me?
No,
No,
not
Talk
even
to
a little
Me is
Me too.
like a masterpiece, basically.
Yeah, I like Talk to Me so much more.
Um,
I feel like both of these ones are different just because this one did feel a little bit more sluggish than Talk to Me. Talk to Me just kind of like picks up the pace really fast. This one, it's a slow burn, but not in a bad way.
no, yeah.
This one I feel was less in your face about like its subject matter.
I
Yeah.
said
Talk to
he-
Me was like, oh, it's an allegory for drugs and how you use it as an escape
Yeah,
from
I
your
guess.
problems. It's
quick
like,
quick side tangent on that. I didn't realize that the hand that you could buy,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
incense burner.
it's an
Yeah.
incense.
He just
That
holds it
is
like
phenomenal. I had no idea it was a puff pass.
That's really funny.
I was like, what?
That's not what you use it for, but sure.
Whatever.
You know what incense is, right?
Yeah.
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 Don't do drugs, kids.
What was it? You're saying whether I prefer one over the other. Yes, Talk to Me is fantastic. This movie reminds me a lot of Weapons. I had already seen this movie before I saw Weapons. So it was the same exact vibe. I do. It's hard for me, but I probably put like Weapons just
How do
slightly above it.
you? What comparison do you make between these two movies?
So not a spoiler. The kids are the victims.
Yeah.
That vibe, that gaslighting, all that stuff is like it hits the same themes.
And there's only one adult responsible for this.
Yeah, there's clearly there's clear comparisons, but they both go wildly different directions, which is
course.
enjoyable because
Yeah.
of course horror is.
Yeah, because
It's
you don't want to
phenomenal.
just see the same thing over.
Come
and
on,
over
dude.
again.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to spoil Weapons. But like, come on, the concept of Weapons.
But
is,
if you want to spoil weapons for yourself, check out our video down below.
look,
Somewhere on the side. Hopefully it pops
don't
up.
make them do work.
Yeah.
Where is
Just
it?
link the video. Link the video.
Stop moving.
Put it over Bobby's face. Right
there you go.
Perfect.
But this is a great movie. You can tell a lot of love goes into it. A lot of good cinematography, a lot of sound design. Especially when you start paying attention to it, you'll appreciate it a lot more. But that's just me being me.
I don't know if it's just we're getting into like artsy territory with like our movies, but it's like there's more attention to detail than like some of the older stuff that we reviewed.
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
It's like, like, did you know if you listen to the theme that plays whenever this character's on screen, it's actually an homage to this opera thing.
I've always done
Yeah.
that. It's because you're the other guy that never paid attention to it.
Exactly.
Well, it depends because like for the most part, like The Shining, like everything on scring.
This is
does
what
have meaning,
I find this
but-
comparable
like
to Shining.
Evil Dead
like,
2013.
Really?
Like
Wow, okay.
as far as like set design and like how everything does. Clearly, The Shining does it like in a more
Isolated.
I feel like The Shining does
it's like,
it. Does
almost
it?
you're like, is that an error? Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Here, everything's placed intentionally.
Yeah.
And then everything's like, I think it's a great movie. But
Or is
again,
it
it's
like,
not for
is
everybody.
Stanley Kubrick doing this on purpose, or is that just a set design flaw?
That's how The Shining felt at times.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell if people are just reaching or coming to their own conclusion, but you go through the adventure of this movie.
I feel like it's like Zach Kreger, where he's like, I'm just not going to say anything, and then people are going to think of stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
I'd say
Yeah.
the biggest fault of this movie, hands down for me, is that the title. It's this lingering thing that gives away the story plot.
Yeah.
The entire movie. That's like the only reason why.
Off the top of your head, if you had to rename this film, what would you name it?
I can't think of anything that's like generic. The first thing I think is like The Girl, but that's
The Girl in theaters this fall.
Or how about Can't See?
can't see. You
Can't
stupid.
Bring my eyes back.
Bring my eyesight back.
Bring my dad back. Yeah,
Damn.
I don't know.
relatable.
I'm not
Damn.
the most creative person, but to be fair, I don't have to be. So.
Yeah. I just react to movies.
But yeah, I'm gonna gas up this movie. I do think it's I highly recommend for a watch. As far as like first time viewer, it shouldn't be too much. It honestly comes off more as like a
psychological thriller.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure,
The
yeah.
horror aspects of it are just the behind the scenes. But yeah, go ahead, cousin, take off from here. I hope you watch it. Check it out. Rock is awesome.
Yeah. So just to compare our ratings to that of the general public, for IMDb, it was at a 7.1 out of 10. For Rotten Tomatoes, it was going to be at an 89%.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the budget for this movie was $15 million, and it made $39.1 million back.
Double
so
it.
Over double its budget.
Yep.
If you guys do want to check this movie out for yourself, it is going to be available to watch on YouTube, Hulu, Sling TV, Amazon Prime, YouTube TV, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango at Home. And those prices are going to range anywhere between $2.99 to $5.99.
I didn't hear HBO Max.
It is on HBO Max. That's where I watched it.
That's where I watched it.
Yeah, Google, you're messing up my intros up. Yeah, so you already said you'd recommend it.
Yes,
for the reasons
absolutely.
you gave it. Would you recommend this movie?
I would highly recommend it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And
It's
what about this movie would you recommend?
It's
I would show this to my mom. Like,
I
and she would probably enjoy it.
wouldn't.
No, she would. She would like it.
Yeah,
like,
she would?
I can recommend this movie and be like, this is a good movie. It's incredibly sad.
I think
Go into
I think
it.
one
Yeah.
positive about it is there's nothing too egregious about it.
Yes,
Like there's like some gross out factors.
it's the same thing with Talk to Me.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree with you completely. The parts that hit, you have to turn away from the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not. It's not.
For most people, not me.
Unintentionally
Clearly.
cruel for the purpose of just being cruel. It's not like
Ex-
this character is gonna get their arm ripped off for no reason. Like the stuff that happens to characters in it is just like, oh, that just kind of what happens, and like based off the reality that they're giving you, it's like, oh, like this is why that's happening.
And it was pretty brutal. I do recommend it. I do recommend people to watch it just because out of all the movies that have come out this year, this one stands out. And same thing with
this was really
Weapons.
up there.
Same thing with other horror movies that come out this year. This one stands out on its own. It's not just it's another.
If we
horror
hadn't
movie,
had
you know?
Sinners, Weapons,
It's been a
like
It's
year
been a
for horror.
good year for horror, dude.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
did this come out this year?
pretty sure.
This came out in
Because on
you sure?
on HBO Max, it said 2024. When I was looking up everything today,
I
it
don't
says
know.
2025.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the beginning of
Okay.
the year.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
dang.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah,
What a
it
great
kind of
year
got
for horror,
kind of got
dude.
overshadowed, but it's
Damn.
still
Do
good.
you watch this in theaters?
I saw this in theaters. Yes.
I thought I saw it in theaters as well. Mhm.
Oh, this came out May 30th, 2025.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I saw it in theaters and it was man, it was a rough watch in theaters. Let me just tell you that. We saw it in IMAX too. I was like, oh fuck.
You're like, I'm never eating out off a knife again. Well, I mean, I saw like The Long Walk in theaters, and I think that one was like also pretty difficult to watch.
Do you think The Long Walk is a harder watch than this, or
Yeah,
you think so?
I think so.
Wow.
It has a lot of themes and characters that are just like grounded in reality, or it's like it's hard. Some of the things that just happen is like that's just hard to watch.
One sentence to summarize the movie. Go.
This one or
Yeah.
The Long Walk?
This one. I haven't seen Long Walk
One
yet.
sentence.
Now bring her back.
As a title card. For me, it's Gaslighting, the movie.
Yes. Oh
Gaslighting,
my
the
god,
movie.
dude. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
It's like
That
if
was so
you had to add a
frustrating in this movie.
tagline to the movie, so bring her back to Gaslighting, the movie, the original story.
Bring her back yesterday.
It's like, well, what are you talking about? We already brought her back.
No, dude. Yeah. It was such a frustrating. I think that's why it was kind of hard to watch for me because it was so frustrating. Sally Hawkins did an amazing job making us hate her.
Dude, she was phenomenal.
She was
gone-
amazing in this movie.
She's gone from Villager in Star Wars Episode 1 to one of the most like
She's an amazing
Hated
actress.
What about you?
if I
Tagline, if you got to make it.
if I had to make it. It's pretty much that, gaslighting the movie.
And it
that's-
sucks because it's so believable,
That's
too.
all I heard about this movie before I watched it. Was
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, like he's gaslighting like crazy.
Yeah, it's so fucking
All
frustrating.
right, well, I'll let Cousin finish up, and then we'll go into spoilers. So, go, Cousin. Lead us into the
Lead
battlefield.
me into that dance, cousin.
into the dance.
Yes.
How we doing on time?
We're good.
We're
I
good.
think
12.
so. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you guys have seen this movie and you guys have any thoughts on it, where you want to let us know, if you guys think of a tagline, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think. But before that, there's a spoiler warning. If you don't want any more of the story ruined for you, go ahead and switch off now and watch the movie, and then come back and join us. So, after the death of their father, teenagers Andy and his sight-impaired stepsister Piper are sent to live with an eccentric foster mother, Laura. They soon discover that Laura is also fostering a mute boy named Oliver, whose behavior is deeply unsettling. Andy grows suspicious of Laura's strange favoritism toward Piper and her disturbing rituals, which include stealing a lock of hair of from their father's corpse.
Yep.
So, real quick, so this is going to be the scene where she starts kind of manipulate him a little bit,
She starts from early
or like
on.
right at the beginning. But this is where it's like very obviously like, hey, like I'm doing this to mess with you.
Where
Yeah.
she kisses him.
Or she's like, you have to kiss him.
Ugh,
She's like, you have to kiss him because like you have like I noticed you weren't even looking at him. You have to kiss him
that's so fucking.
because they say his
yeah.
soul's trapped in his body or something like that, right?
That's so
Yep.
weird. She's I don't know why.
There's so much. I'm just waiting for him to finish so I can
Yeah.
just go to town.
Okay, so
just eat into the steak.
it is revealed that Laura is attempting a demonic resurrection to bring back her own daughter, Kathy, back to life. The boy Oliver is actually a child named Connor Bird, who is possessed by a demon named Tari,
Oh, I
and is
know,
being used as a vessel for the ritual. Laura's plan involves drowning Piper in the same manner as her daughter and having the possessed Connor consume and then regurgitate Kathy's corpse into Piper's body, therefore transferring Kathy's spirit. As the storm hits, Laura puts her plan into motion. Andy discovers the truth and tries to stop her, but Laura kills their social worker and drowns Andy. She attempts to drown Piper in the pool. However, Piper manages to escape Laura's grasp and flees to the road, where she is rescued. The demon leaves Connor's body, and the police arrive to find a guilt-ridden Laura cradling her daughter's corpse in the pool.
What a fucking crazy.
So it's a DY. Was it DYI or do it yourself?
DIY.
DIY.
DUI.
Do a revival ritual at home.
Yeah. You
Can I
know
give a fun
for a
fact
fact
that I
that
thought
she
was
saw
super
that shit
sick?
on YouTube.
Yeah, go for it.
So hopefully you guys watch the movie. But apparently I didn't know this, but they made a fake dark web website with
Oh, I fucking heard about that.
So a tie-in website set in the universe of Bring Her Back and Talk to Me called backangletapes.net provides further insight as to how Laura came into
how
the
she came
possession of
across
the
the
tapes.
films are there, like the
Oh my
rip.
God, yeah.
with the circular motion that traces back to the window on Ollie's forehead,
I didn't know
signify and why the demon possessed Ollie is constantly hungry.
one of the most tasteful things I like about that is that her username is Pom Pom, and that's the name of her
Her dog.
taxidermy dog.
That's funny.
So
That's
it's
so
like,
funny.
yeah. it's
So
like-
what was up with the circles? I noticed that there was a lot of circle making.
Well, clearly
the-
the one like around the building is like the like the big circle that's supposed to keep like
Yeah,
the
that's
demon
The demon within. Yeah, okay, I
range.
figured that too.
Like that's
yeah.
same thing with a lot of movies when it comes to like
Sure.
salt ring.
Right,
basically.
right.
But is that is that to keep it in,
Yeah.
or is that to know how far it can go?
To keep it in.
Probably to keep it in. Yeah.
Because every time
But it would work the same way.
the movie
because
when he
when
leaves the circle,
Ollie leaves,
Yeah.
he
loses
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just thought that was a super cool thing that I just learned about like right before recording. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
dang, that adds so much more to it. Like
That's insane.
yeah, it reminds me of like so many other good horror movies that did that, like the Blair Witch and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like that's such a fun way to keep the audience interacting, especially if you want to dive more into it, because this movie doesn't hold your hand through it. It's your experiencing the perspective of the victims, which
Right.
unfortunately is the children of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
As far as sound design, I'm not sure if you noticed, but every time you go from a perspective of a character, the sound design changes depending on who you're viewing it from. So when you're
No, why would I notice that?
well, yeah, no, so like everything with Piper, right?
Right.
Everything's like very like it's much more louder because her hearing's more sensitive.
That's
When you go to
crazy.
Ollie or it's Connor, right? What's his real name?
Connor.
Connor.
His real name is
The-
Connor,
the
but
kid?
Well, we'll just say Ollie for the sake of the video.
that guy.
That guy. You can see the sound design changes for him.
You hear like,
Same thing for
eat him. Okay.
same thing for Andy though.
Oh,
On a
shit.
rewatch of this movie, because I did rewatch it today for the episode, I didn't realize there's subtle foreshadowing that's barely noticeable. Like him when he first sees Piper, Ollie specifically, he looks at her like a meal basically. Like he just is fixated on her, and it's because the demon knows that's what he needs to eat. When you go into like the kind of the behind the scenes, like if you decide to dive through it, she can tell. She's like, hey, what happens if he started eating flesh from like something else? and they're like, oh, at this point you should just abandon the project, like just cut your losses. But she still tries to go through with it. It's like it makes sense. It's this nice little background feature of the whole thing that I just discovered.
That's
funny.
so funny.
Just like a little Discord room where you're just like, hey,
Yeah, it's the comments below a YouTube video of how to
like how to do the ritual.
yeah, change
so
my how do I change
he
my
ate my
headlight?
dog.
Hey, so he found a rat. Like, is that technically like? Do they have souls?
Start chewing on this knife. Or
Do you guys did you guys understand why she took the father's hair?
no.
No,
But I immediately thought of weapons.
yeah, funny
Yeah.
enough. That also reminded me of weapons. No, he kind of he's able to mimic the things he eats at times. Like if he eats a part of something.
Dude.
So when she feeds him the hair, it's right because we're on spoiler territory. So hopefully you watched it. It comes to light that Andy has been abused by his father when he was younger, basically his whole life. Physically abused. Anytime because he started a new family, he became the outcast in his family. So he started doing things, getting in trouble for attention. And what his father would do is turn up the shower.
Yeah, he would turn on the shower so Piper couldn't hear,
And then beat him until he blacked out. And he's like, he would wake up in the shower, basically. So that horrible
Yeah.
thing.
So
And
I
then
liked the subversion. So basically, at the beginning of the film, they find their father dead in the shower.
in the shower.
And
Ironically.
Andy is basically terrified of showers from that moment on.
Mm-hmm.
And you always assume it's like, oh, it's because he found his dead dad there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was actually because of the beatings he
it's
had
now
received
both.
previously. Yeah.
It's so sad. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like-
It's sad. Yeah.
Like, I associate showers with my dad dying and my dad beating the hell out of me.
yes.
So it's two extremes that this
Yeah.
kid's not gonna shower a day in his
No,
life, dude.
No, I mean, yeah.
It's a good thing it was
God,
raining.
yeah, yeah.
But to
but-
make matters worse,
She-
Laura pisses in a cup and pours it on him while he
that was
sleeps.
horrible, dude. That was the first time
Christ.
around the movie where I was like, just
One, to
fucking horrible.
gaslight him, to make him think he's going crazy, and two, to also like mess with him mentally.
There's,
To
like,
force
three
him to
things
take a
with it.
shower.
Yeah.
force him to take a shower. It's a sign of trauma because she was a retired
She
caseworker.
knows that.
So she
knows
knows that someone peeing in their bed is a sign of indication of
Yeah.
being unfit, especially as a parental guardian, because that's
Right.
what he wants. So she's making she's making a case study against a profile
That's
against him,
crazy.
Yeah.
because she's his foster care. She's the one who's going to report it
Yeah,
over.
Yeah.
yeah.
So real quick,
Uh,
Andy wants to take Piper. Basically,
He loves his
adopt her.
sister,
He
yeah.
loves his sister. He doesn't want to be separated. That's how they end up in the situation together.
Mm-hmm.
Laura just wanted Piper to complete the ritual.
Yeah, so Andy is
Andy
just in the
didn't want
way.
to leave her alone, so he ended up going with her. And he's 17. He turns 18 in about 4 months, something like that, right? It's a very, very small timeline. So she's trying to make it so he seems unfit
Mm-hmm.
in order to take her,
Mm-hmm.
because once the ritual's complete, that's no longer Piper, that's Kathy.
Yeah. So the reason I brought that whole tangent up, and we can go to break right after this, but she cuts the hair from the corpse, then feeds it to Ollie in the next scene, and then she calls him out. She sees him by the washer, and she's like, "Oh, like you've been wetting the bed. You need to go shower." And then the next scene is him being confronted with his father in the shower room.
What the hell,
because it was
man?
Ollie.
Jesus
And what
Christ.
Ollie's saying is she's gonna die in the pool, like in the rain. It's not like it's nothing to do with his father. It's not his father's spirit. It's just Ollie being the hungry
God,
little demon.
dude.
Yeah, like just talking. Like, and I'm like, I
It's like
remember
I'm
when I saw
watching
that,
the
I was like,
movie
what
all over again, man.
And the reason why I was able to confirm it was because at the end of the movie, when Piper comes back to the house and she hears Andy's voice, it's right after he just finished eating Andy's finger.
Oh God.
That's why she went
Isn't
lured
that
into the
cool?
Oh
room.
my God.
Right? It's because she goes into the room and that's where she finds his bald head, his little homie's hair. but she's like, "You're not Andy." Like, and then so like that, it was like, oh.
It's also funny because it's like she also thinks that's Oliver.
Oh yeah, well, there's no one else in the house.
Yeah, but it's like
it's definitely not what's her name.
as far as she knew, the only other person there was gonna be Oliver with like bright curly red hair.
Exactly.
And she just shaved like all gross, all smells weird, whatever.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's her first.
But yeah,
interaction with
that
him.
was why she took the
Oh
hair.
my
Because I remember I
God.
was like, because everything serves a purpose in the movie.
Right.
And like I said, it doesn't hold your hand, but all the evidence is there as you watch it.
Yeah.
That's what's so exciting about it. So all right, I'll shut up now. We probably take a little breather.
Oh my God, that was crazy. It felt like I watched the movie for a third time.
All right,
All
let's
right,
take a break.
we'll be back.
All right, and we're back. So real quick, where would you rank this in horror? Like, if
In
you
what
had to
regard?
like categorize it, is it like sci-fi horror? Is paranormal horror? Is it entry level? Is it gonna be?
I think it's paranormal horror for me, at least.
Yeah, I'd say it's like, it's not. It's the themes are so heavy that like, it's not as bad
I
as
want to say
Hereditary,
like
where it's gonna mess with you.
psychological horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hereditary was definitely more like you
Psychological.
Yeah,
feel it more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my chest hurt.
It's more
Yeah. My stomach hurt. Like,
my
oh.
heart hurt.
emotionally invoked.
This
for
I was-
Hereditary.
I was-
Yeah.
This one I felt had heart, but it wasn't anywhere as deep as Hereditary.
I
Deep
wouldn't
as
say-
in how? Like, as in, like, deep as you
I
connect
just felt
with the
bad for the
characters?
I didn't know
kids,
or-
emotion.
dude.
Like, well, yeah.
that was me for the whole movie.
One, we're kids, but it's like one,
How?
like Hereditary deals with
Lost.
grief as a
and
family?
Yeah.
Yes.
and like how it can turn you against each other.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, at no point did it really seem like they were not on each other's side, except for like the last scene.
Yeah.
But boy, that body spray scene.
That
That
which
was
one?
something. The body spray scene.
Body spray?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why am I drawing a blank here?
Oh.
Where she covers herself in.
Oh,
Andy's
yeah.
body spray
Oh, my God. And
he's-
just boom.
Back at the last. No,
That was
the thing-
jeez.
okay, here's the thing that sucks. Here's one complaint I had is grapefruit.
Uh-huh.
So grapefruit was like a code they used whenever they felt like they
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
telling the truth.
Yes.
So it's like, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, I'm all right. It's like grapefruit's like, okay, hey, actually, I'm not
Yeah,
doing
come
so
clean.
great.
Yeah, it's their word
Yeah.
code.
So he messes that up one time to Piper, and
Yeah.
immediately she's like, I'm never gonna trust you. Like I can't believe anything you say now.
Well,
and it's like,
It's true,
and then
but
he explains himself immediately at that point. He's like the reason I didn't want to tell you is because I wanted you to think of Dad as a good person. But he used to beat the hell out of me. Like, he would turn on the shower. He would abuse me.
Oh,
and I didn't want you to have that.
he never comes clean about that to her.
No, he does
He
on the
does
phone.
on the
but
phone. That's the only
Yeah.
time.
He
It was that shit broke my heart.
but
'cause
he explains to her why he had lied about it previously in that same scene.
Yeah, but you also got to remember her like reality is being shattered.
Yeah.
Like her the image she has of her father, everything like up to that point, because she doesn't believe that he would have hit her, but she's like, I smelled your body spray. Like that. There's no like, it's irrefutable. That the only thing from my perspective is it was
That's the
you,
only
but it doesn't
thing,
make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
like nobody else could put on my body spray. Nobody
Yeah.
else could put on my deodorant. Like,
Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I mean, you're
Did
not
it
wrong.
Who did you see
did
there?
it smell like piss when I came in?
But
Like, who did you see?
what else? Oh, but there was also she was what's her name? What's the mother's name? The foster care mother?
Laura.
Laura's like slowly like kind of sinking her nails into her. Like she puts the idea like I don't think she would believed that it was Andy who did it until he threw the punch at the wall, and then Laura acted like she hit her. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she would, like I said, just perfect gaslighting. And the thing is because she has that case management background that she's able to do it so effectively.
Yeah, she can push the buttons.
She's
She
seen
knows
it.
where the buttons are.
Yeah, she knows where it would be.
Yeah. But
I get what you mean though.
Yeah.
I don't know what my biggest critique of the movie is. I'll think about it as we go.
my biggest critique is Piper as a character, because she's
just like pulled around.
She's such an interesting character,
Mm-hmm.
and then and she's so central to the story, but like I feel like halfway through the movie, it's like she just becomes like a nothing character, and it's like, how are you so important to the story, but like they're not giving you lines, they're not giving you scenes,
I think maybe that's
like she was like a spunky teen or whatever. We're like, oh, what do you guys do for fun? She's like, oh, I like punching Andy in the dick. It's like, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't get that for like the rest of the movie. Like pretty much after they all drink after the funeral, it's like she doesn't really do anything.
I
feel
the
like
thing
they
is,
don't
I feel like
utilize
my
her as a
answer is going
character.
to sound like an excuse, but it's like you could say it's from the like how she's viewed as an object to Laura, or that kind of like changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really care who she is. She just needs her to be there.
Yeah.
And she gives her a chance. Like there's a moment towards the end of the movie where she's like, oh, I'm gonna be moving out with Andy soon, and she's like, well, what
Yeah,
about
we can
staying
still
here?
visit you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like that was the turning point for her completely. Laura's character is just completely lost throughout the whole movie. It's basically I guess it's another tagline you could say. It's about what grief will do if it's never treated, if it's never acknowledged, if it's never, because she never let go of the
It's
immature-
almost like a psychosis where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can do something about my grief, even though it's like the most backwards thing you can do for it. But it's like, oh, like I'm gonna do that.
But it's like
I'm not gonna think of any other options. I'm not gonna.
It's engraved in
process
her.
my grief. I'm just gonna do this.
It's engraved in her character though. With Pom Pom, she taxidermied it.
yeah.
Oliver is possessed by a demon, and he is not the monster of the film.
He's just
Yeah,
a
that is the
vessel.
crazy part.
Yeah.
And
He-
then
like Oliver is possessed by a demon.
he is a victim.
And
Connor is the victim.
literally just hanging out.
Dude, it's so sad. It's like
Out of all of them, I think he had the worst bit out of everybody, because I feel like he's the one that
I
got
would argue
abused
Andy
the most.
I would argue Andy had the worst.
Well,
spoilers
Yeah,
already.
sure.
Andy
I-
didn't make it.
I don't think.
I mean,
think
if you
Connor's
put it
gonna-
like that, yeah, but
Connor might have a bit of a tummy ache, but I think
one
he's
of
gonna be fine.
dude, that scene was insane when you see his
Horrible.
stomach. Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I was like, Jesus.
That was the two parts that got me the most in this movie, like heart wrenching, was the piss
Oh, never mind.
and the his ending portion.
Yeah,
I
same
heard
with
that
me.
some people, like I was watching some reviews and people were like, "Oh yeah, I just checked out after that," and I was like, "Really? Like that was like the
The
what-
climax of the movie.
It was like, what is gonna happen to
The Piper.
the Piper?
Yeah.
She
I
just
think,
like,
oh, what does it matter? She's just a girl.
I don't know
man.
why I
was just
connected
like,
a lot more with the older brother, because it's like I
It's
was
so
rooting for
sad,
him,
man.
and then all of a sudden for him to have that end of the movie, I was like, oh fuck. And
Yeah.
I sort of checked out a little bit after that too. I was like, are they really gonna kill him off? Yeah, I guess they are. You know what I mean?
I was holding on
Because
hope, but it
my
didn't
my
make any
thing was
sense.
like,
Mhm.
I want him to live because I don't want anything bad to happen to Piper.
Yeah.
And then when he died, I was like, I don't know how this movie's going to
Yeah,
end.
exactly.
so-
Yeah,
I don't know if she's
because
gonna make it out now.
Yeah,
because
she's a little
she-
blind girl.
yeah,
like it's like
same with me. I think that's why I kind of checked out, because I'm like, well, with
It's
him
like, oh, my main
dying,
character died.
he's dead. The social worker's dead. Nobody knows this is going on, and
it's literally her versus the
yeah,
demon.
and so I was like, it's literally
Laura.
her versus the demonic mom and the demon kid, you know. So it makes you wonder. It's like, oh shit, that's the end. This is the end.
game
you know,
over,
like
man.
game over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then that's when her personality comes back into focus. You're right. She literally kind of disappears for. She's just pulled every which way.
Yeah.
And then we get Piper's character back
Yeah,
in this final scene.
I didn't like how quickly she turned on Andy,
yeah.
because despite him lying to her with the whole grapefruit thing, the one time he did it, he did explain himself immediately after.
Which was the funeral, right? When he lied about the funeral.
Yeah.
Not looking at dad.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because she was like, oh, well, you told me he looked great, and he was like, look, like it's my dad. Like I'm grieving. I didn't want to see him or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like he immediately explained himself, but for whatever reason, she was like, oh, like I
Buttered
just don't
of
trust
me.
you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna trust you anymore. It reminds me of all those like CW drama shows, like Supernatural,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, just talk about it and realize it's not that big of an issue and move on. But for whatever reason, they're like, oh no, we're gonna linger on this, and this is gonna be central to separating the two main characters.
Yeah.
It's like
The
I didn't like that.
the biggest thing I liked about the movie too was the fact that the characters are so young, it's believable that they can be manipulated and gaslit.
Yeah,
the way
of
they are.
course, of course.
Especially Andy, because he has like, it's when you're like 18, like 17, 18, 19, you kind of have
20,
like,
21, 22, 32.
no, but like when you're like in that early, like late teens, early 20s, like you kind of fall for stuff more.
Like that.
Ooh.
Ah!
She's back.
You're more gullible because you haven't experienced the world enough.
Yeah.
But you're not an idiot, so you're like, that's not right.
Like I know that's not right, but I don't know.
I'm not
if
the,
that's
I'm not the
actually-
adult to say no.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the parental figure. I'm not the boss.
Yeah.
That's why when you go into your first couple of jobs where you're like, you'll be like, oh, can you do this? And you're like, that's not in my job description, but I'm gonna do it because, you know, I'm
Yeah,
I'm a go getter. You know,
Because you asked me to do it.
yeah. But it's like you don't say no to people, and you see that throughout the film where he's like, stuff is off, but it's not my place to
Yeah.
To
do
intervene or
anything.
to talk
it's
back
it's
or anything
weird
like that.
she's saying the boy she's fostering has curly red hair,
Yeah.
but also
Like,
I can't call her on it because I said he looked fine, and then two, like now she's lying and I don't know like why she's lying about it.
Yeah. And
Like I
there's-
know it's weird for her to lie about it, but I don't know if she's joking. I don't know if she's
Right.
and that's
purposely lying to Piper.
those parts felt too real to me. So those are the parts that probably disturbed me the most throughout the film. I found this movie hard to watch the first time around because of how effective the gaslighting was.
Yeah.
I was like, Andy, like everyone is in this. Everyone is a child, and all the victims are children, and they're all being like manipulated.
They're all victims of gaslight in the movie.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's not. It's how do you say it? It's like this happens to kids all the time.
Yeah.
Even with like your parents, like they'll convince you or tell you to do something. It's like, damn, this feels too real.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart. And that's
The one thing that I was like was slightly unbelievable for me was the fact that he went to the social worker and he was like, hey, something's wrong, and she's like, oh well, like that's just Laura, like, you know, like oh, the kid who's there is weird. She's like, oh, that's just her son.
That's just Oliver. Yeah.
That's just
it's
Oliver, like
yeah.
the kid with the bright red hair or whatever. But it's like,
I think she was her nephew, right?
I think so.
Or she just took
it was their nephew.
I think she either took the name of her nephew or because his name was Connor Bird.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Laura's name was,
I don't
last
know.
name. But
So Oliver was her nephew.
Uh-huh.
So when Connor was there, she was like, oh, that's Oliver.
Gotcha.
So whenever they referred to Oliver, they would assume it was her nephew.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I don't think, and like, I don't know if it's just like a regional thing, like the States versus overseas or whatever. But
She
I don't
cared too
think,
much.
yeah, I don't think like the social worker would have taken their word for it.
Yeah.
The kid's word for it?
Yeah, like if Andy was go over there and he's like, hey, like something's wrong.
I don't know.
I think she would have been like, I think you're just overreacting.
I feel like when it comes to these kind of work environments, I feel like the kids' word should be the one they should look into the most, because this is
Well,
what
that you say that.
that's
right?
the whole reason why they're there, is because the kids were in danger in the first place.
Well, that's my old coworker. I've known her for 30 years.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know, but the
But
point
that's
being,
why
as
they're able to get
protocol,
like, yeah.
and even in the movie, you know, it's like, Laura, I gotta do this. Like, it's protocol. You know, I have to do this. And she's
Yeah,
like,
he's
well,
saying
you know
stuff. I'll
me,
be out here in
yeah.
a minute. Like,
Exactly. Like,
and the crazy part is it would have worked if he hadn't got out of the car.
Oh, I know. It's so
yeah.
fucking
Well, she
frustrating.
noticed.
dude.
She noticed something was off a little bit before that.
It was the blood.
The blood.
Yeah.
But it was like you could still
Because
explain that
Oliver
away.
took a bite out of crime, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I think the movie was really good. It's a slow watch.
Slow but worth it.
Yeah, but I'd still put like Hereditary and like Talk to Me above this one.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
I would
agree.
too. I
Because I would
definitely
argue
do
those
too.
are like nines. Like those are like
yeah.
some top heavy
Like,
hitters.
it's-
Like,
yeah, with amazing just overall.
But apparently this was being made around the same time as Talk to Me, so they were kind of like being produced around the same, like created
I
around
was
the
gonna
same
say, I
time.
was like, well, how would it
Oh,
made the same?
I guess
'Cause
I'm behind the
'Cause this
future
movie, so it's like 2 years after
when it came out.
when they started producing it.
Oh, probably.
yeah,
Because Talk to Me came out in 2022, so they would have had to have had this movie written and filmed by 2024.
So
for
maybe
for
the process of getting the actors and stuff. They were saying they were working on the movies at the same time though.
so probably like
Um,
pre-production, yeah.
conceptual ideas or
Yeah,
writing
probably
while they were filming.
Yeah.
What was it? The one random, not fun fact, but just something I want to talk about is the pool as like as a character in the movie, because they talked about this in the interview that I watched. They were like when they were looking for location, they wanted to find something that like it mainly needed to have a pool and it was visible from every room, So,
Oh.
and then when you go into like, because remember they got all this behind the scenes stuff that you don't look up unless you bother to.
It was an actual house, or they built a set around it.
I believe it was a house, but then the bottom floor was a set. I think is what they said.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I remember
Could be.
something like this.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they said they retiled it. They got it set up, and if you notice, when Laura is setting everything up for the ritual, there's a couple of things that are mentioned. She mentioned that she fills her pool with rainwater, and she's marking a line, so she's trying to recreate the exact spot that the same
Kathy died.
That Kathy died.
Shit, okay.
So
Because I noticed a line.
yeah, I didn't understand that until the second rewatch.
I didn't know if there was a
Mm-hmm.
reason why it specifically had to be rainwater.
Yeah, I think it was just trying to get everything
I think it's
exact.
just because.
Because if you look in early on in the movie, she's looking to the weather forecast.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
then-
why I was like, oh, can you believe this whole movie took place within a matter of like 4 days?
Yeah. Connor was kidnapped for 13 days, I think.
Yeah,
So-
but from
No,
the
I know.
beginning-
It's crazy to
beginning,
think
yeah.
how small that timeline
Jesus
is, though.
Christ.
Yeah.
From where he got like mutated to a demon, basically.
Yeah.
Like that kid had just got stolen. Like, that's all. Yeah.
Do we have time, or do?
We got
Yeah,
like
we
5
got a
minutes.
little
Yeah, because I was gonna say the whole water scene. It could be just because water is always viewed as like this,
Like a cleanse.
like a cleanse, but also like life-bringing source. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
like baptisms. And
Yeah.
whatnot,
So
yeah.
the way they implement water into a lot of scenes is just because that's what the whole movie's about. Is just bringing this life back, you know, and for them to use water specifically for these scenes, like I feel like that's what she needed, that, and especially rainwater, how it's so natural. I feel like that's one of the reasons why it needed to be rainwater, I think, in a way.
I don't know, because my whole thing was like, oh, like it makes sense that someone who's visually impaired would drown in a pool, like especially as a kid.
Now there's a theory
Yeah, I was wondering
about
if you saw the
that.
same theory. I thought.
You saw the same
Let's see
theory?
what you say.
So there's a theory saying that
Is it a film theory?
no, it's not a film theory.
Okay.
It's theory saying that her daughter wasn't actually blind, and that if you look at back in the some of the footage that was shown from her, like swimming and stuff, like she had like swim meets and shit like that, you know, as a kid, meaning that she could swim. You know, she's not like she couldn't swim. She could swim, and on top of that, she wasn't blind either, you know, because I think there was other two like clips where you could see her like reacting to certain things in front of her. So obviously she wasn't blind, but also like Laura said that she died at the age of 12, right? But also on the house, there's like an age scale, you know, like by the
Yeah.
Yeah.
We check the.
exactly, and the latest one. The last one that people have noticed, I didn't notice this, but you know, I saw it in a video where it says I think a certain month, 2024, but it's her daughter's name, which would bring her age roughly around 16 or 17 years old. When you later on you see the body, that doesn't look like the body of a 12-year-old girl. You know, it looks
Not a
like
normal one.
not a normal one, of course, but like she looks a lot older than 12 years old. You know, so there's a theory saying that she didn't drown. She did drown in the pool, but it wasn't because of an accident.
You think it
Laura,
was intentional.
yeah, because if you put if you put the age right, she's turning 17ish around there, like mid 17.
Who?
Kathy,
Yes.
Yeah?
It's the
Casey,
sister.
yeah. So
I mean, daughter.
yeah, so then that puts her right as like that age where like she's growing old and she's not a little kid anymore. She's looking into colleges, looking to move out. That's why the whole theme of like, oh, you're 18. That's the legal age of moving out. That's why Laura kept emphasizing on the age of Andy. Like, oh, you're just 17. You can't move out yet. You're not an adult yet. Until you're 18.
So she was projecting her thoughts of Kathy trying to grow up and get out of the house onto Andy.
Exactly, but not really, because
That's a fun way to think about
when
it.
the two, yeah,
I don't
when-
interpret it that way, but that's
when
a
Andy
nice way
when
to
Andy
it.
Piper.
and Piper move in, they put Piper in this like little girl's room, and it's like, oh, little girl, you know, this and that, you know, so her room looks very little girlish, right? But when they put Andy in that room, it looks very
room is a strong word.
it looks like a
they were like, hey, you can sleep in the attic.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
there's some
Piper,
clues,
you can have Kathy's room.
and there's some clues in there like some college forms and stuff like that it implies that she was applying to colleges. So long story short, she killed her daughter because she didn't want her to grow up. She didn't want her. She always wanted her to just stay with her.
And then in her grief, she wanted to
bring her back.
Yeah,
bring her back, but bring her back as like
body.
in a younger body, as like the 12-year-old girl that she remembers fondly of.
For your theory, so maybe she chose Piper because if she's visually impaired, because she wants someone who's more reliant.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh well, you like why go to school when you can just spend time with me, or why go do this? Why do
It
that?
could
when
be,
you can just
yeah.
be with me?
It could be, yeah, because it's
That's
like she has more control over her, and it's like
I want to see the videos that you're talking about because I'm curious. I'm wondering if that's a.
Like, where'd you get these facts? Like,
And then, no, I knew it.
I made
No,
them
no,
up.
no.
and it's
That's
pretty
fine.
interesting because it's
That's a
like
cool idea, though.
she kept emphasizing Andy's age a lot. You know, like, yo, you're about to turn 18. You're almost an adult. You're legally an adult, so you can move out. Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I'm wondering if they're like continuity errors or maybe concept ideas that were like weren't
Scrapped.
fleshed out. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, like,
But it's funny that people were able to figure that out.
Yeah.
and for this movie to be very detailed, like we were talking about, I feel like that could,
Like it would have been intentional. that it was left
yeah, exactly. So these little details that you see throughout the scene, like they were intentional, and it's just like Bobby said, this is a kind of movie that it doesn't spoon feeds you. So there's things that you kind of have to catch.
I feel
in order
like
to get the full
that
story.
explanation is very like high school English teacher, where it's like you have to read between the lines. It's like nah,
But it's fun.
it's fun.
That's
It's fun
about
to
horror.
conceptualize.
This is- I feel like, yeah.
realistically, it's not what they were trying to portray.
Well, same thing with Talk to Me, because I feel like I saw an interview on Talk to Me
That's so
a while back, and they said that that every ghost or every spirit in Talk to Me had a backstory. It had a name. It had this and that. But in the movie, they were just portrayed on screen for like 3 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
So I feel like this movie, I feel like I had the same thing.
13 ghost coded.
Yeah.
Just like the demon. The demon. I didn't know the demon had a name. You mentioned it had a name.
Yeah.
I didn't remember
was good.
hearing a name. Right.
I
So
don't remember one either.
I feel like all of these things were fleshed out, but in the final product, they were just kind of like put in the background because it's not supposed to spoon feed you. You know, you're supposed to catch all these little things, especially on a second or third watch.
Well, I think that's what makes it has so much rewatch value. Is like there's going to be a little foreshadowing, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Where it's like you don't even really think about it on a first view because you're just
Yeah,
trying to absorb the story.
exactly,
but then
yeah.
on a second, third watch, you're like, oh, I didn't notice that. That's probably
Uh-huh.
leading up to this or that.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
The I'll say this really quick before we finish up or like
Yeah.
take a break and finish up. The theory I heard was, or I kind of agree with for the most part, is that the daughter jumped into the pool when the water level was lower than she expected. Because no, when you see her corpse, when she pulls her out of the water, she's bleeding from the head. There's blood, like when she goes to get her out, like when it's doing the flashback of her pulling her out,
yeah.
there's blood.
Yeah.
And when she's trying to drown Piper,
And that's
So,
an,
if
and
you
that,
see-
that,
you
that's
see
another
the
thing
water
too.
struggling.
Yeah.
You see the water level and it's not full.
Of course not. No, and it's never full either.
Yeah.
But that's another reason. That's another part of my theory too, saying that she didn't drown. She got hit on the head and,
And then
then
fell.
like
Yeah,
and
see
then
that?
fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's a good point
Because
too.
if she was visually impaired and she thought there was water in the
Uh-huh.
pool and she jumped in without her mom there,
Mhm.
concussion, drowned.
course, yeah.
Because she struggles to drown Piper.
Yeah.
She's like almost as if she didn't expect it to be that
Yeah,
low,
exactly.
that little amount of water, which is jacked.
And another reason too, it's like, do you really trust what Laura?
Laura.
What Laura says? Like Lauren says she was blind, but she's a
I don't think she-
gaslighter expert.
I don't think she ever said she was blind.
Who's
She was visually impaired. So visually impaired doesn't
'Cause
necessarily mean
technically,
blind.
Okay,
technically
Piper,
Piper was
fair-
Piper says she can see like
Shapes and
shapes.
colors.
and
Yeah.
colors.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Some visual impairments include like farsightedness,
that's
nearsightedness.
Fair enough. Fair
It's gonna
enough. But
be
the
like,
my
oh, I can't make out like certain things,
Yeah.
but I can still see.
But my point being is like, do you really trust what Laura says? Because the whole movie is just
gaslighting the
gaslighting the whole movie.
Gaslighting the whole-
and
the
she's
whole
yeah,
movie.
the whole movie, the whole like the
was
whole
such a good
reason why
actor.
she's such a villain is because she gaslights people. So there's certain details that she mentions that it makes you wonder. It's like, is she even telling the truth? Because she tells that to the kids. And the whole movie, she's lying to these kids. It's like, was that the truth? Was the kid visually impaired, or did she actually drown? That's why I'm trying to.
I'm glad you found another way to enjoy the movie because I wouldn't have viewed it as that's cool. And that's no, but I'm saying that's what I love about watching movies. That's so much fun. Like because I wouldn't even consider the concept, or I didn't catch it. So it's like,
of course not, man.
Because like you started talking, I was like, this is a whole other movie. For like,
literally,
I didn't see that movie. I didn't see that movie.
It's still awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, dude.
But let's take a quick break, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's episode. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
All right. So before we wrap up with some fun, behind the scenes and some fun facts, did you guys have any like? Did this movie remind you of anything? You said you remind you of weapons and what else?
Some of the shots and stuff reminded me of The Shining. Not shots, but more like the film style, like the way everything was hidden.
You said Hereditary.
I said Hereditary, yeah, just
because of the grieving portion.
The grieving portion, and just
I feel like outside of the whole drinking thing, I didn't really feel the grieving outside of.
Well,
Andy's
it's
character.
more of like the emotional.
I put myself in the shoes of like, what if I had lost my son? That was the other thing too. It's like. I'm still a fairly new father, I'm 2 years ain't that far into it, but I was like, imagine if I lost my son, like what that would do to me.
Yeah,
like that's basically what I was.
It would just turn you into a different person. Like it would just like, I feel like if I was in that position, I'm nowhere in that position, but if I was in that position, I would just. I don't know.
My mom, I don't know why I'm bringing up my mom, but my mom once told me because I was like feeling sad about one day, like just I was a little bummed out. And she's like, "What are you sad about?" She's like, "You never experienced the loss of a child." I was like, "All right, I guess that's fair. That's fair."
But that's also like, oh, I guess my feelings don't matter. Like,
yeah. I'm not gaslighting my mom.
I can't be sad because I didn't experience the far end. It's probably
the worst thing that you can ever have happen outside of losing your spouse or like a companion. Like I imagine it's something like, not to compare a child to like a dog, but like losing a part of the family like that. So that's someone so close. That's why I don't know about you guys, but like as much as I hated Laura as a character, towards the end of the movie, when I did feel a bit of sympathy for her as a villain. I fucking wanted her to die.
No, me too.
but I did feel bad. Like
I understand why you did what you did, but you shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't be allowed to.
And it's the same thing because it's like anybody losing a child is gonna have a different reaction. It's not gonna be a good reaction, and their reaction, same as any other reaction. It's not going to be the right reaction, but it's going to be a valid reaction.
There is no.
There's no right way to react to the loss of
grieve.
A child.
Yeah, no
but
way.
You don't do this.
you definitely don't do this. Like this is far from.
And that's what the things like. When you said about
like
grieving,
the difference is like, go to Google and like, oh, I lost my child. How do I grieve? But I feel like she went to Bing and it was like, all right, here's how you bring her back.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between like ChatGPT 4.0 and 1.0.
But imagine watching this movie. Like you said, I couldn't think of a title, but like imagine watching this movie without knowing that the concept is going to be like, oh, I'm going to bring my daughter back. Like
right. Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, their father just passed.
Yeah.
Now they're in a foster care system. Oh, that's weird, but it's not like if you were experiencing it like without knowing there's this ritual coming up.
Yeah,
it changes the movie's experience. It almost kind of ruins the blind watch. Like you can't blind watch it because of the title. I think that's kind of sucks.
Some people can't.
Damn it!
I beat you. Just like Andy's dad.
I was like, come on, finish talking.
But anyway, so let's get some behind the scenes, some fun facts.
Yeah, go for it.
So some of them we already talked about a little bit. But so Sarah Wong, who played Piper, had zero experience acting professionally before she was cast in this film. Her mother came across a casting call on Facebook looking for a visually impaired girl. Wong was born with columboma and microphentamina.
There you go. Okay, I love when you read
which
these,
is
left. You read it.
Yeah, right here.
Let me see. Columboma. And microphantamia. Microphantasma.
Diet phantasma.
Calabunga.
Which left her blind in her left eye with very weak vision in her right eye.
So she's not fully blind. She's
not
just
fully blind.
visually impaired.
Exactly.
She's visually impaired.
Exactly. Well, yeah, she was in the movie as well.
I thought she was blind in the movie.
No. She literally says in the movie, like, I can see shapes and colors.
There's different types of blindness.
Oh, I guess, yeah. All right. So blind is just... All right, I'm not going to get into it.
I heard
this one's fun. I thought you would appreciate this one. So Sally Hawkins did her own stunts in the movie.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, dude, she killed it. Like, like genuinely, like I believed her as a nurturing mother. I believed her as a
grieving mother,
a grieving
as a
mother.
crazed.
Oh, but almost like what is it called? Like that, like a Thea who's like trying to like overly like trying to be like a cool kid type of like.
It's like, oh, like you guys want to get high and drink alcohol? Like I'm down with that.
Yeah, but there's like glimpses. Like it's like she's almost putting on this character facade. Oh, can I say a fun fact?
Yeah.
I didn't realize this until I was watching the interviews. They pointed out that they wanted her to come off as a wilting leaf.
A wilting leaf.
Yeah. So when they arrive, she has vegetation. She's wearing like a bright orange, and then as the movie goes on, she's wearing her room is like when you go into her room, it's like a dark brown, almost like autumn or like fall.
That's
I was like, oh, I didn't notice that. But that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because she is her character is very bubbly. And almost it's likable, but then as everything's being revealed, you're like, oh god, what a monster!
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Yeah,
it's funny because my baby has this purple sweater, and it's like a little oversized for her, and I was like, oh, she looks like Sally Hawkins in this. her hair's all kind of frizzy, like in a ponytail. So the Philippou brothers, or Raka
yes.
were originally attached to direct a film adaptation of Street Fighter in 2023.
Oh yeah,
but
they were
excited. It exited to focus on this film inspired by a psycho biddy horror.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we could have had Chun-Li on the big screen, but instead we got Oliver.
Damn.
I think it'll circle back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think the movie's already going forward. Yeah, the movie's already going forward.
The Street Fighter one?
Yeah, because they already announced the cast.
Yeah, I showed you the cast.
So
wow, that's good. That's cool.
Let's see. Filming took just 41 days.
Wow,
that's very fast.
That's
very fast turnaround.
Less than a month and a half for this movie to go into filming and wrap up.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah. So Jonah Wren Phillips, who played Ollie, so Connor, so is a real life son of Stephen Phillips, who played the father of Andy and Piper.
Oh, that's weird. How that?
Oh,
yeah, that's cool.
I didn't know that. I thought you were going to point. I think they told me. I thought I heard that his parents were actors. Like both his parents were actors, but I'm not sure if that was Connor or Andy's character.
Yeah, so Connor, his dad played Andy's father.
Andy's father, that's funny.
Yeah, and then he eats his hair in the movie, and then so we already talked about the tie-in website, so the blackangletapes.net, where she got like access to all the tapes and stuff.
Wow, that's crazy. Me discovering that was nuts.
I didn't even know there was a thing. But
so this one's a little bit long, so if I misspeak, I apologize. I'm also pretty tired. The brother of the two, so Raka, so Michael reveals that they considered a few different endings, including one where Kathy actually did end up in Piper's body. Ugh. But a bigger, scarier planned finale was scrapped when their friend died, and it switched up to a more emotional one.
Oh, wow.
The end of the movie includes a dedication to Harley Wallace. Death is really unfair, and it's really sudden. People don't get a resolution. Danny says Harley died at 22, 23. His story wasn't finished. The film's ending goes against the conventions a little bit, but it does feel more like true life.
Yeah, nobody really gets a resolution.
There's no happy ending.
No.
You
just have to
I
move
was wondering
on
what
from
the
it.
in memory was at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you were able to like find out what that was regarding.
But that one thing back to the movie for just real quick is when Andy tries to cheer Piper up after the funeral, or I think it was a little bit before they get to Laura's house.
Okay.
Is when she's sleeping under the bed and they're moving all their stuff out, and he goes, "Oh, do you hear that?" He's like, "That's the sound of Dad going to heaven.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they have to take planes because like they can't just fly." And then the movie concludes with her escaping in an SUV. And she hears the plane passing by.
It's like Andy's spirits.
It's Andy's spirits leaving.
Wow,
yeah.
that's.
And I like the callback to that
that's
one.
depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob was like,
Wow.
she was saved.
Yeah.
Like it could have been. This movie could have been so much more depressing. Like even with, I thought it was almost like not a cop out, but kind of a little bit of a cop out that Connor survived, or because when he sees the picture of himself and then he just wants to die. So he puts himself outside the ring, and then it actually ends up curing him.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like the fact that he was able to like live through all that, and, like with an engorged belly, and kind of be okay.
Oh, God,
yeah, because the engorged belly was pretty hard to watch. But I noticed when the police had arrived,
he was like almost
he was
normal. Yeah. So I was
Almost
like,
normal.
Almost.
Could stand to grow his hair out a little bit more.
yeah, but I was like,
got a new scar on his face.
but yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird that they decided to spare him. But I was also like, this movie doesn't need to be sadder than it is after Andy's passing in the movie. And then knowing that, like the context of their friend having passed, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
As far as from like interpretation, from the perspective of an audience member, I was like, oh, that's. I'm surprised they held back there.
The Philippou brothers reveal they found a small way to tie their breakthrough hit "Talk to Me" with this film when they were existing in the same world. They hint that something is coming soon that will tease that connection. It all happens on this one street, Michael quips. Don't buy a house in that neighborhood, Danny warns, laughing. The demons that possess people and Talk to Me are predatory spirits and lost souls, but in Bring Her Back, Laura says it's an angel that's in Oliver, and the Raka Raka tends to agree. Oliver is not good or bad. Michael says he's committing a miracle. He's bringing back a lost loved one. Also, he's not there he's not there with evil intentions. Danny adds, he's like a genie in a bottle. You rub the lamp, he's going to come out.
Ah, damn! I gotta rewatch the movie with that perspective.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So you don't think of it as like a demon or like you just have to think of it as like an entity.
Well, yeah, because
he doesn't exist in either good nor evil.
Yeah,
it's just a being.
Yeah, because he doesn't hurt anybody besides himself. He doesn't try to hurt anybody, does he?
No,
the only thing is he has an insatiable hunger.
Yes, but that's because she kept him longer possessed than he was supposed to. That's why they were telling just bail on the project, because she had him like that for longer than he should have been. That's why he was so famished and started eating like everything,
like the fucking table and shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I always just because it's when you put something in so black and white, like, oh, it's just a demonic like possession,
yeah.
And then you're gonna do that.
The world is so vast. It's like you can't always like, oh, this is good, this is evil. Sometimes things just are.
Yeah.
And
then one of my favorite movies that's not the greatest movie, but I personally love it, is Legion.
Is that the one with like the Archangel?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's the rap.
Baby's gonna burn.
Just
what did you say? Your baby's gonna burn.
I'm gonna just randomly bring this up, but the angels, the whole movie's about the raptures and the angels coming down, possessing the sinful's bodies. And they look like demons because a demon would just be a fallen angel.
Yeah.
So the idea that they ran with that is like that's pretty
crazy,
sick.
yeah.
Especially since I have the religious background that I do.
Nuts.
Yeah, that's some good. Some good.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah. I'm eating well.
Yeah. We got you two different perspectives on how to view the movie.
That one hypes up so much. I'm feeling like Oliver's engorged belly right now. I'm just like,
I'm eating good. Table. So here's some continuity errors that are kind of just funny to keep an eye out on the next watch. But when Piper tries to break away from Laura during the fight toward the end of the movie, the sleeve of Piper's cardigan rips off. When Piper is seen being dragged on the floor by Laura, the sleeve is whole and undamaged.
Okay.
When Andy slips and falls backward in the shower, you can see his braces are missing in one of the shots, and then they come back in the next shot.
That's funny.
When Ollie is biting the table in the kitchen, he tears a piece off and chews it. In the next scene, the table is complete, and Ollie takes a bite of the same piece again. It's like the scene from SpongeBob. He's like, that table was so good, I could eat it a second time. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's a good movie, and much like a lot of the videos we do, I have a deeper found respect for the movie, because first I watch, I'm like, okay, yeah, this seems interesting. I liked it at a surface level, and then we talk about it on the show, and I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that perspective, or like, oh, I found this cool thing while looking up some of the behind the scenes things. So I think this is definitely one of those categories of the movies. Yeah, go for it.
No, I was gonna say I did find two other facts as well about the movie, just two quick ones.
Yeah.
The way that they built because you said it was the set was an actual house, but the first floor was a set, right?
A set, I believe, yeah.
They said that the set was actually built so the house couldn't look like a maze or like somewhere where you can easily get lost. So it kind of makes the audience feel what Piper feels walking around, like kind of like lost, feeling this new environment, and also Sally Hawkins' character, like when they were building the set for the first floor, she actually went out and bought a bunch of little knickknacks from like thrift shops and stuff, just like so she can
To
put
make
up
it look
there.
real.
So
Yeah.
make it to because she says that she didn't want it to feel like a set, but she wanted to feel like
A
like
lived-in place.
like a home that was lived in for a long time. And she's then her buying these stuff and decorating it herself, it actually built a connection to the home as well.
The reason I brought the pool up earlier was because the boys, the brothers, the directors, said that the pool almost felt like a character.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's always there.
Yeah.
You can see it everywhere, and it's the center point of where everything happened.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, I
that's-
feel like the pool had more screen time than Piper.
Fair.
Like I said, it's like
Fair, you know, yeah.
I feel like they just threw her off to the side for like.
I
half the
agree with that
movie.
perspective, but but yeah, I wanted you to finish concluding your thoughts, what you were saying about how you have more of appreciation for the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the movies I went into just kind of watching and enjoying it on a surface level, but then talking to you guys about it, I'm like, oh, I have a newfound respect for the movie as a story.
As a whole, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I was really having a really hard time watching it in theaters because I just felt so bad for the characters. I was like,
It was a hard watch in theaters,
I was
man.
putting my perspective like, okay, I understand what it means to be a grieving parent, but like, I understand. I have so much like sympathy and love for like being being a parent, you know, like
Yeah.
caring
Yeah.
for kids and stuff. Like,
Uh-huh.
so then seeing them being abused, it was like it made it so hard to watch. So being able to rewatch it today, I was able to like kind of put that a little bit to the side,
Yeah.
and
So
be able to
let me just
experience
watch
it.
it
Yeah.
as a film and not with my emotions on my sleeve.
And
Because
also-
it was my first viewing, a blind watch. I knew it
Yeah.
clearly had something to do with a ritual, so it was so hard to watch. It was heartbreaking. For
And
me.
also that scene where like she hits Piper in the face, like I've never seen anybody hit a kid on screen like that, you know?
I was gonna
So-
make a joke like, well, don't come to my
No,
house.
I thought that too.
Pow, right?
no,
in the
no,
kiss.
no. Well, you know what I mean, like in a movie and so vividly out of nowhere. So
Like, I
since-
said,
since
it's nap time one way or the other.
since it happens out of the blue, it obviously shocks the audience, right? But since you see that happening and Piper feels so helpless, there's two other kids in the movie, and it's like now you feel helpless for them. So in a movie, there's always that one floating rule. It's like, oh well, there's a kid in the scene. The kid can die. You know what I mean? So by them doing this, anything goes. Anything goes, and you just feel helpless for these kids. So that was definitely a hard watch for me.
You guys noticed that she was drugging Andy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty early on when he's like dead asleep.
She
he's
wasn't
drooling.
helping him with the
Yeah.
protein like that.
Yeah, it was a creatine.
Yeah.
All right, well, you can keep going. I know we're about to finish right now.
But yeah, so that's my final thought on the movie. Do you guys have anything you guys want to mention before we wrap up?
I enjoyed the new perspectives. I mean, it gives me another reason to like the movie more.
It makes me
The angel stuff.
notice-
That's
there's
crazy.
I mean, for a movie that didn't explain much and you kind of like roll with it, there's a lot more lore to this than they said there was. You know, especially if they want to connect it to Talk to Me. You know, so I'm actually looking forward to
whatever the third
all the
installment
future
will be.
projects.
Yeah.
That they have in stock. You know, because it's like
They're gonna make the Avengers universe for like messed up like
demons,
messed up
and,
demons
ghosts.
and ghosts.
Yeah, who knows?
It honestly feels more like for me personally, it feels more like a Stephen King's.
Yeah. Like it's different stories, but it exists in the same world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
that doesn't really connect, but they all exist.
You know, there's not a
go like, oh,
post credit scene that's
Piper
like
Yeah.
Piper escaped and she moved to the United States and she moved to Derry, Maine. Ah!
yeah, but you've seen that right in other movies with
Yeah.
Stephen King where they drive past a sign that says like "Welcome to Derry." Like they
Yeah,
just
it was-
exist there.
I was
It's
just
not a
talking.
part of
I was
it.
talking to Raymond. Little side tangent, but I saw The Running Man in theaters last night,
Okay.
and it's a Stephen King story, right?
Yes.
But in The Running Man, there's a scene where like he has to go talk to this survivalist, and he lives in Derry, Maine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they literally spend like a solid scene in Derry. You know, I was like, wow, okay, well, you know, I thought it was
I saw a little thing about it where they were like, oh well, the movie takes place in 2025, and then it like the creature Pennywise
Yeah.
was killed in like 2016
Oh yeah,
by the Losers Club or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not even around anymore.
But
That
it
makes
still
sense.
exists within the universe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Derry's so cool. I wish it was real.
and the
Horrible.
survivalist and the survivalist mom, like the survivalist says like, "Oh, my mom doesn't like going over there across the street because there's a house that she thinks there's monsters in it." And I was
he's like,
"Okay,
don't worry about using this restroom. My mom thinks there's demons in it."
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay, like they're not just putting this." Whatever. Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, that will be all for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you guys feel so inclined, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to follow us more, we have a Instagram, we have an X, we have a Twitter, we have a TikTok, we have a
No. Come on, Bobby, get that Facebook
Facebook
going.
running. It's been 3 years. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any more recommendations for us to do, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We were probably going to get started on our Christmas special this year.
Yeah.
Other than that, if there's anything that comes out, we'll probably take a look at that one a little bit earlier.
Dang, I didn't realize how close we are to our anniversary.
Yeah.
When you said that right now, I was like,
yeah,
wait, oh
exactly,
shit.
yeah.
Because
3
Hellraiser
years.
3
came
years
out.
already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
Our first
beautiful.
video
Gives you a
was
reason
in,
to come see me, guys.
2022.
See, we've seen you more in this podcast than since we've known
Said
you.
we know you. Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we do it, for the love of the game.
Alright.
Anyway, that's the end of today's episode, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye. I love you.